Well, that's not good. How about that for a fan noise, huh? Hey everybody, again, timscomputerfix.net. Hey, wow, I've been getting a lot of these in, but here's another one, an MSI laptop. This laptop is making some horrendous fan noises. This is model MS-16Q2. And we're going to replace the fans on this. So I've done other MSI fan replacements in the past, but you know, this is a different model, so I figure why not? Somebody may be looking for a video like this, so I want to show you. We start off by removing all the screws that are visible on the bottom, and there's one underneath the factory seal. Please be aware that if your laptop is not yet cleared your 1-year warranty or your extended warranty or what have you, that if you break this seal, there's a chance that you will void warranty. So this bottom just pops right off. There we go. Bottom comes off. And that exposes everything underneath. As you can see, full one circuit board all the way across. Motherboard there with your fans here and here. 2 fans for the GPU, 1 fan for the CPU. And then we also have the replacement fans here. You want to match those up. Those look pretty similar, I would say. Make sure that the CPU one kind of matches up a little bit, and that one does. I'll have links to these fans down below this video in the description. So let's get started. The very first thing that we need to do is to remove the battery cable. It's kind of a on the other side of the board. You got this little piece here, this rubber piece. This is kind of sitting there. It's there for a reason, but I'm going to just move it out of the way. And then we got to see if we can get this battery unplugged from there, because we don't want to be working on this while the battery is plugged in. Everything is put in kind of upside down with this. That in order to, they don't make this easy to get to here. And I don't want to go pulling on one wire at a time or anything like that. I think I'm going to remove this battery. That's going to give me more room to kind of grab a hold of all the cables and pull that out. So we just got to keep in mind that there are wires and all that are, you know, that are routing into the battery itself. Screw there. Screw here, and a screw here. Move this one first, this one here, and this one here. Let's see how loose that is. Yep, this is just going to lift. This is going to lift right out. So like I say again, I do have a cable routed here that we can just deroute. Looks like a speaker cable, actually. Lift it up, slightly slide it out. Just deroute that little cable right there. Now what that gives me is a little bit more room where I can kind of get up underneath here and get a bite on that connector. Work with it here just a little bit. I like to grab, you know, the bulk of the wires, not just one, and just walk it out. Hopefully it should come out. There we go. And that's what we want to do. Battery is disconnected. Now we can work safely. All right, so to me, basically, this looks like there's just some ribbon cables here that need to be kind of taken out. Looks like the Wi-Fi card there needs to come out. And you have to take note too of these little rubber feet they have everywhere. They're there for a reason. So when you remove them, remember where you removed them from. I think it just protects the bottom of the case, which is metal, from touching the board. See, we have some more of those here and here. Some more of those things. So I think it's fairly important to get those put back on there. Let's go ahead and we'll go with taking and removing the Wi-Fi card. It's funny because that goes right back on it. See what we got there? Rubber foot. Let's try to leave the cables on there and just take off the card itself. See if we can get away with not having to take those off. And if we do, we do. Card comes out. Got a little bit of tape here. I'm going to retape this just how they had it. Leave that tape on there so I'll remember. And let's just fold that back like that, and let's just see if we can get away with that without having to remove those stupid antenna cables. Well, hey, while I'm here, I guess we could just go ahead and remove this speaker cable here. Okay. Very gentle, very gentle. All right. Then we can go ahead and just start taking off these ribbon cables one at a time. Flip up here. Flip up here. Those are all loose. Ooh, got a nice little small one right here. All right, and then I'm also noticing another one over here. It's kind of hanging out. Let's flip that up. And I'll just remove that. Like this. Good. I think that's all of our ribbon cables and all of our connectors. One of the most important cables that we need to get our hands on is this video cable here. Let's see. Flip that up, and this is like, I guess, adhered down to, pull that out. That pulled out pretty good. Yep, that's adhered down to the fan, which we'll pull that off. And we'll pull that off there. Nice and gentle, and keep it out like that. There we go. Yeah, we're going to end up having to take this off, I got the feeling, because it's not going to fit through there. It might. It's okay. Okay, then it looks like there are two, actually just two, unbelievable, motherboard screws. One here and one here. So let's just take those off. And let's take that off there. There we go. All right, I am going to just go ahead and turn this sideways here a little bit and have a look here at what all I have going on the back here. As you can see, I'm loose now. Careful of this. I'm loose, so let me see about trying to maybe lift this off. Trying to pay attention to everything around it. See if I can lift it right off here. Let's see. Yeah, I want to try to lift this side here, comes up nicely. And then what I'm doing, so I'm lifting up this side here first. See, that's up. And then, because this side has your speaker, headphone jacks, USBs, and all that kind of, you want to pull back this way. So that brings that off, and that's good, good, good. And let's see, what else are we stuck on here? Something feels like it's snagging. It might just be that, is it? Pull this through. Will that go through? Will it? No. Yeah, it will. Look at there. Am I going to get away with it? Let me see. Oh, come here. Look at that. Ha ha ha. And that's it. Motherboard's out. Not too bad of a little repair job there to get the motherboard out. Not too much involved with that. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 very tiny screws. Very, very tiny screws. I'm just kind of mashing this up a little bit to see what's going to happen here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's going to drop right out of the bottom, basically. So we just take these little screws off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, and that fan should fall right out. Let's see. Oh, no, there's 5. I'm sorry. There's one right over here, too. Missed that one. See if we can get that to pop out here. Yeah, I'm feeling something. Go ahead and unplug these fans. Okay, let's flip this back over. See if I can get my hands underneath here. Oh, that's why, because it's tape. That's right. A lot of times you'll find tape along these edges. Let's see. Yeah, they're taped here and here. So, I'm not sure why you want to tape that, but it's taped. Sure is. That's taped here, so we'll take the tape off. Okay, you can see there it's starting to get loose. Okay, and we got some tape right here we need to kind of take off here a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. So now we're a little loose here now, as you can see. And we can come right out with this guy. All right. So come right out. And boy, oh boy, just look at the dust that was being trapped in there. Look at that. That wasn't breathing at all. Not at all. Let's just not a good design in my opinion. I know they're trying to make these very thin, but I mean, just look at how much stuff can get stuck in here. It's bad. All right, so then that was our GPU. Here's our CPU fan. We can go ahead and take off the screws that hold that into place. Go ahead and unplug it. Unplug that bad boy. This tape here needs to come off. All right, that should be good enough. Let me see here. Where am I getting tension here? This must be another screw or something somewhere. Ah, there is. I missed one. Right here. Let's see. Okay, just wiggle that out of there like that, and holy mackerel, look at that. Look at the stuff that just builds up in there, man. It's terrible. How are you supposed to ever clean that out without going through this process? You know, I don't know. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out, I'm going to blow out this stuff and get it clean, and we will get our new fans put back in. Okay. Now that we've got all the dust cleaned out of these vents, we're going to slide our new fan back in so we can just kind of get up underneath here a little bit. So I'm going to kind of start off, get the cable in there first, and then get this corner here in position and slide that first eye hook underneath, and then we'll gently get this other one up here sort of locked in. It's slightly catching on that. It's close now. There we go. It pops right back in there just like that. Okay. Then we just tighten them all down. Just a little snug, didn't have to be super tight. Okay. There we go. And just check to make sure the fan spins freely, and it does. So that's our CPU side. Let's flip over. Pretty simple process here. You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and remove this tape completely. Let's try this again. That sits right in there, a lot easier than the CPU one. So we'll just flip it over. We'll go ahead and get the screws put in this. Just dropping these screws in with just a couple of turns in case I need to kind of wiggle it around a little bit. Okay, you just go ahead and snug them up. All right. Now we got to get them plugged in properly. Now we want to be sure we plug the right one into the right place. Yeah, that one like this. Yep. We want to be sure we got the right, and we got them facing the right direction also. So base everything on the old fan. This one, of course, is going to go to this slot. So, and it's going to be copper. It's going to be the metal pin side down. So that's what we'll do here. Metal pin side down. That's done, and same thing here. That's done. And this tape just to go over that. Don't know why they had tape on that, but okay. We'll just put tape back on it. For whatever reason that was, that's fine. That didn't have any tape on it. That'll be just fine right there. Let's go back over to our CPU side. Plus I want to verify that these spin freely, and they do. And this, of course, same way. Bend it over, get it plugged in. Click. I felt it click in. That's important. Now we'll tape down whatever was taped before. So on this one, it was over here, not this. This is a high temp tape. We're going to go ahead and use this. Get enough on here to do the job, just to cover that seam right there, just like that. Go ahead and cut it off. Perfect. Good stuff, this high temp tape. I'll have the links to this tape also down below the video in the comment section. Okay, what else had tape? It was let's see, so that was taped. That wasn't. Let's flip it around. Get the other side here. Okay, that'll work. I'll set that aside because we will be needing that again. And now we are ready to install this motherboard back into the case. Okay, under the back over here, I had to feed my, there we go, look at that. I got away with it, I think, without having to take off those little antenna cables. I'm quite happy about that. Okay, this here. It just goes like this. It's just going to kind of fit in there like this. Now, I want to insert this side first because those connections here, or those ports, slide inside of the case. So I want to get that in there first. I believe that's it right there. Now I want to be sure that I have these cables all exposed. Here, and this little guy. Okay, so I had to pretty much kind of push the motherboard over to get it to kind of snap down properly, right in this area. But it's now in place and looking good. Come here. Okay, very nice, not bad. All right, now we just go ahead and just get everything reconnected. First of all, I'd like to go ahead and put my 2 motherboard screws into place. Screw. Got those 2 screws in now. How about these ribbon cables? Let's go ahead and knock those out, huh? That one's in. There we go. Looks like the touchpad's here. There we go. And you're pretty good, I think. Yep. Okay, we're over here now. Look at that, I didn't have to remove this tape here. I mean, I'm really happy here that I didn't have to remove that. I didn't have to remove those antenna cables. I'm so happy about that. Easy does it. Slide it into place. Yep. That's that there. Put that back like that. Tighten that down. Plug in our speaker cable. Great. And then of course our video cable. Let's see. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's that. Yep. And then let's not forget our one cable back here. All right. Well, there's that. And that is all looking pretty decent, and my fans are still free spinning. Yep. Well, there we go with that. What's left now is to get our battery put back into place. Push that in there. There you go. Nice and easy like that. And we can rest our battery into place and keep in mind about our little speaker wire cable there. Put that back like that. Set that in there like that. Don't matter too much about this little guy. All right, and let's get our screws put in here. Three battery screws. Okay. Only thing left to do now is to test this. And the way we want to do it, we want to stand it up on its side, keep the back cover off, stand it up on its side, turn it on while it's on its side, and observe the fans spinning. All right, I've got it plugged in. Awesome. Let's go ahead and press the power button. We've got lights. Yes. Okay, we got a post. Let's see if I can get some fans. Now we have CPU spinning. That's a good sign. Spinning nicely. Let's see if we can get these GPUs to spin up here. And there they go. They are spinning. Things are looking lovely here. Everything looks good. There's our post. There's our screen. Our cursor works. Mouse pad. Everything else. Yep. So everything else appears to be. So what you want to do now is just to kind of test everything before you call this a job done. As it stands right now, all you want to do from this is power it down and put your back cover back on, put your screws back in, and you are done. Nice and quiet fans. Look at that. I hope this helps somebody out. Another MSI fan replacement. How about that? Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great YouTube day. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you head right down below here, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. That would be really awesome. I have much more computer repair videos coming your way. There's also a bell you can click for to get notifications for my videos. I really appreciate everybody's support. And as usual, everyone, until next time, see you soon.